Hi guys, this is Ernestia, and this is a video tutorial for you guys on how to draw curls, and this is how I draw curls. So I'll be sharing you guys my knowledge of curly hair. So we're gonna go right to it. So we're gonna be starting with the ringlets, and when you draw your ringlet, think of it as a ribbon, one that you curled and let loose to see it curl down. But that's my way of thinking. So to make it easier for you guys, you can think of curly hair as a S shape. Sometimes there are Z shapes as well, but that's for more afro hair types. Today we're focusing on the S-shaped curls. There's the front part of the curl, which usually looks like a soft, rounded rectangle. Then there's the back that curves to connect the front together to create the ringlet. Keep with this pattern until your desired length when you draw, and end it with a little swirl or a hook tip. Some people like guides when they draw their curls, and some go right away to draw the curl without a guide. I did this one without a guide because I forgot to add that part in the making of this video, since I'm usually more the type to go straight at it and go without the guide and kind of go with the flow sort of thing. The character you see before you is my character Crystal, and she will be our little guest for this tutorial video for you guys. And we're going to be going onwards with the texture of curly hair. So as you draw your curl, remember that you want to keep a consistent flow with the curls, meaning you don't want to have one part of the ringlet and then the rest is wavy or afro like around the scalp. Those are two very different hair types, so you want to keep watch of your consistency. There are, however, different hair types for curls. In real life, some people have loose, wavy-like curls, and there's people with more tighter and closer curls. And then there's people like me who is more of an in-between, which my character Crystal, who is presented here, also has this kind of hair that is more of the middle type of loose and tight curls. And for me, since I too have curly hair, I ended up studying my own curls to practice drawing them. And it is to learn different hair types, along with making this video to share with you guys on how to draw curly hair. And now we're going to be going next with the style. Drawing curly hair in different hairstyles can be a challenge with all the ringlets. I would recommend to create a guide that shapes the hairstyle you're looking for to make it more easier for you to follow. You can also search up references of curly hair in different hairstyles too. It kind of does help you study and follow as you draw, so I would suggest also doing that as well. Now, within a character Crystal, for stylistic purposes in our character design, I have added a crescent-shaped cowlick, or also known as a hoge. I might have mispronounced that, so I'm sorry. And why not a hoge? That's for another video on its own in relation to character design. So we're going to go back to curly hair. Be sure for the consistency around the scalp, you don't have to do all of those ringlets, including those that are behind, like the first two layers at the front. When you draw your curls, it is optional, but you can leave some open space in between to show the depth of the hair. And it helps when the front and sometimes the second layer are above, and it's to help show your audience that this character does have curly hair. And it can also help a lot better when you do shading and lighting to make that color pop out a little bit more. As mentioned before, when you make your curls, stay consistent with the same texture depending on who's the character drawing. So we're going to go on to how to draw curly hair digitally. And for digital artists, you want to be sure to have your curly hair in a new layer. That way you can use the magic wand tool to select the curls. In a new layer underneath the line art or sketch, color the majority of the curls with a gray base color. Then you can color the empty spaces by hand. Use the magic wand tool and select the base color layer. And now you can add your color. Now, with Crystal's hair, if you have a character who has a gradation or crazy multiple color hair, it's best to follow the previous steps and add the gray base. You can now create a new layer and add in your colors without affecting the liner or the base color that is underneath. Now you can go back to your magic wand tool and on your base layer or colored hair, select on the outside, be sure it selects all the space around it. Then you can invert and now create a new layer and choose a darker color. That's going to be your shadows. So by lowering the value or playing with the hues to get the color, you need to begin adding in your shading in between the curls, behind the front of the curls, which is that little curve behind the soft rectangular shape, and a bit on the side, but that's depending on where is your light source hitting. Now once that's done, and depending on your character's hair color, you can lower the opacity to 65% or 70% or whatever that fits your fancy and whatever fits your style the most. Next, you want to create a new layer and create a lighter color for your highlights. I do suggest you use color dodge. It makes it look a lot pretty and it helps the ringlets stand out a lot more. Next, you're going to be able to lower the opacity of the highlights to 50% or what suits best for you. And when you do your highlights, I really do suggest when you're up to the ringlets, just like put like little dabs of light on the ringlets. You don't need to do too much, just like little dots here and there or little dashes on the ringlets for the light. Trust me, it's going to help a lot. Now, we're going to go onwards on how to color hair traditionally. So depending on what medium you use to color, I say add your lights first with a white colored pencil or ink. If you're using watercolor, after adding your highlights with a white colored pencil, then you want to make your main color next to color your hair. Try to color over the white pencil to give it hue, but if it's too much color, use a napkin to take away the paint before it dries. You can next add your darker hue for shadows and color in between the curls behind the rectangle that connects the ringlets and a little bit on the side for the rectangles. These steps are the same with markers and color pencils. Light colors first for highlights, then make color or mid-tone, and finally add the darks to your shading. Unfortunately, I don't have much experience with acrylics, pastels, oils, and any others. So feel free to experiment with those if your talent is on those mediums more. And to conclude, this is how I draw my curls, and I'm really happy to be able to share my knowledge with you guys. And I really hope you guys enjoy it. So for a bonus, and this is going to be a challenge for you guys, but there is the hashtag draw this in your style challenge that has been going on in Instagram, and for my challenge for you guys is to draw a character with curly hair. Be sure to hashtag it with hashtag Lunestia Curls for me to see your work, and I'll feature them on my Instagram stories. So I really wish you good luck, and feel free to always look back to this video if you're stuck, or ask me questions in the comments below. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you later. Stay tuned for future tutorials I'll be making. I'm going to be making another curly hair tutorial coming soon, and either which one I may go with the afro hair types next, and then the more looser curls for the next tutorial video for you guys. And again, thank you again, and thank you so much for your support, and see you later.